Welcome to GCCars. My name is Eric, and today we're gonna take a night POV test drive in this 2022 Mazda CX-5 Signature. But before we do that, let's take a quick look at the exterior and the headlights. And yeah, in this night POV test drive, please excuse all the ice on the car, but we had probably the last snowfall of the year, here's hoping, and it's kind of weird because it's really like icy and I couldn't brush it up beforehand. I just got off the highway, so maybe it's a little better now. But anyhow, in this highway POV test drive, we're going to test the headlights and the high beams and the automatic high beams and just kind of see how well they work here at night, illuminate the road and react to other cars on the road. And yeah, that's how we're doing it. Of course, you can see all the stats on your right hand side right now. We got two more POV test drives about this CX-5. Once on the highway, we test the driving assist, like lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, and all the driving assist that this CX-5 Signature has. And then we have one in the city where we kind of test the smoothness of this drivetrain and the transmission in a bit more of a slower speed stop and go kind of scenario. But of course, if you want to hear all my thoughts about this 2022 Mazda CX-5 Signature, click in the top right hand corner for my full review where we talk about the interior, the exterior, we drive it plenty, and of course we're going to compare it to all the other compact SUVs on the market. With that being said, I would say let's go hop on in and drive. But first of all, get rid of as much snow as we can. And yeah, that's the interior in typical Mazda fashion. Really nice. But that's about as much of an opinion I will give you. I'm going to give you all my thoughts, of course, in the full review. These POV test drives are more for you to just kind of gain an impression for yourself how it is to drive it for the first person vision, and you're going to hear it without me being quiet for most of the time. I'm going to chime in occasionally. I'm going to keep on one light just so you have a bit more to see, and don't worry, I can see plenty. Let's get driving. Okay, now up to speed, I just want to mention that I upload videos pretty much every week. We review a different car every week, everything from like budget cars to compact crossovers like this, trucks and sports cars and everything kind of in between. So if you like the video, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. Completely free to you, and the more subscribers I have, the more cars I get and the more recent and cool the cars I get. So yeah, literally free to you and helps me get you better free content. We're going to turn on the high beams here in a second as soon as we turn onto another road that's going to be up ahead on the right hand side, and then we can test the high beams and the high beam assists eventually. Just turn them on right now. Just flip it back and we got the automatic high beams on. Let's see if it activates them here. Not yet. There we go. But of course it sees the Civic ahead and turns them off instantly. Very quick reaction time on that. That's good to see. Some systems are a little slow sometimes, so you have to do it manually. This Mazda seems to have a good system in that regard. It does look beautiful with the snow, I gotta be honest. This was a very nice snowfall. Anyhow, high beams on. Talking is hard. So let's compare high beams on and off. So obviously this is high beams off, on, off, and on. And one of the cool things about Mazdas is that the lights pivot with our steering. So if I turn left, You see the lights kind of move with the steering wheel. Now right, now left. I hope it's visible on screen, but it should be. And the high beams do the same thing. So if I turn on the high beams, they kind of pivot with the steering. So you can see the tree line kind of being illuminated very far to the left, very far to the right. Love that feature. Always great. There's going to be a corner up ahead that will show that even better. Quickly turning off the light just so you can get an impression of how it actually is to drive. Also very good illumination from the headlights and the high beams. Very clear picture, and high beams you can turn off. There you go. Took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but worked in the end. And if you see me steering a bit with a kind of like weird hand positions, that's just because I'm sitting in a different position than I usually am, because you know my GoPro is higher than my eyes, so naturally I want to give you the perspective of the driver, so I sit a little bit lower, and just my brain is always a little confused on how to grip the steering wheel from a different angle. So sometimes I like hang on a little long without kind of regripping, so just FYI. I think we got deer on the left hand side there on the field. Yes, we got deer. 4 of them. We might want to slow down a little. 5 of them. Just adjusting in case one of them runs up ahead. Maybe they're so cute though. Okay. Let's turn off the high beams because you can see the pivoting really nicely here. There we go. And straighten out the lights. Great feature. Love that. I know I said it already, but it does look very nice. I'm like kind of over snow and winter at the moment, but this is very nice. Doesn't mean that I'm not looking forward to spring though. Okay, that will conclude our night POV test drive here with the 2022 Mazda CX-5 Signature. Like I said, if you want to see my full review, it should be somewhere on your screen right now. Highly suggest checking that out for comparison to all the competitors. And like I said, if you liked it, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell because that helps this channel grow. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.